The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Patriot.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. And incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 43 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A give to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's
now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously needs to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. So.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he's into the clear. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag
on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Reggie Ragland able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he finds McDonald. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Here comes a 1st down throw for Rudolph. Incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And James has it. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
offense there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chain. Haynes.
19 yards taking him on the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Left, 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 left!
Mahomes now to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Leopard! Detroit!
Rudolph on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's got room. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Rudolph. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of with the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Able to shake him off. Just keeping the play alive. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, this is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now Rudolph. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it here with Hunt. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rudolph looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Black 58, rail! Black 58!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Black 58 rail! Green, blue 45, Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail!
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken in the first round. First set of brothers taken in the first round of the same draft in NFL history. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Daniel McCullers with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. He's got daylight. 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one fielded at the 5. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They run with Hunt. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And the Steelers set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go again with Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.